Alright, hello everyone, my name is Arock, and welcome back to another episode of DNCraft Season 4. It is episode 15, and currently we are sitting atop the Capitol building. And you may have already noticed from my armor, but we have updated the server to 1.20. I did get this fancy new armor with the new armor trims, and of course we got all the other features like chiseled bookshelves and cherry trees and whatever. And speaking of cherry trees, I have built these cherry trees outside of our base. These were actually here last episode, but we were so busy with how did we get here that I didn't even bother talking about them. But here they are, and I think they add a nice splash of color to the base. And a funny story, I actually built these before we updated the server, so we didn't have any of these leaves or petals. So I had to go back and add those all later, which was a little annoying, but I think it turned out excellent. But that's enough about that, because we have things to do this episode. If we go inside the Capitol building here, I have made a little to-do list. So first, we need to go on a little Capitol building tour, because it's been a while since I showcased this building. And since then, I have done quite a bit of building, you can kind of see right here, but we'll get to that in a second. And after that tour, I would like to talk about some plans going forward around the Capitol building and other builds around the server. And finally, we have hooray. And you may be able to guess what this cookie means if you watched last episode. We got how did we get here, and if you didn't see it, you should go check it out. But basically, we pop into the advancements tab, and we can see that I have every single nether achievement, especially how did we get here. I have every single adventure achievement, even the new ones, these new 1.20 ones that I got off camera. We have all the end ones. And we have all the main story ones, but we don't have all the husbandry ones because I have not eaten a cookie. I've gotten every single food, but I waited specifically so I could get it on camera because this will be the first time that I actually 100% the world. Because in the past we've always omitted how did we get here, but we actually got it, so I can actually say that I 100% completed Minecraft. Now for the Capitol building tour, I think it would be best to start on the first level, which is down there, and then work our way up to the second level, which is the level we're currently on, and then go up to the third level, which is, yeah, I started building the third level. I didn't even think I'd be able to do it, but I did, so we can take a look at that. But before we go down to the first floor, I'd like to just point out this lovely aquarium here, which I finally constructed off camera, and it's complete with a conduit, you know, it's got some nice greenery, it's got some squid, it's got some glow squid, you can kind of see one, normal fish, tropical fish, and of course turtles. Now I tried to get some dolphins, but dolphins are kind of dumb because they need air and water. But even if you give them air and water, they still stop moving if you go too far, and they drown or they suffocate. So yeah, I just kind of gave up on the dolphins. It would have been fun, it would have been cool, but it wasn't very viable, so that's that. Alright, so we are now on the first floor. You can see the aquarium with the nice staircases going up to the second floor, and on the second floor there's staircases going up to the third floor. Now over here is the west wing, which I've already shown plenty in previous episodes. Now over here is the east wing, so there's a few new rooms here that I would like to show. First, there's these nice security checkpoints, you know, like level 5 clearance, you know, authorized personnel only, but you can really just push this keypad and just get in, so it's not really too secure, but we can pretend it is. And if we come down this hallway here, there's another security checkpoint you can leave, and you can enter the library, which isn't actually functional, which is kind of ironic, but there will be some books in these lecterns. I believe there are some here, yes. Like the Story of Richard, which is 60 pages and very, very long, so we're not going to look at that right now, but you can do that when the world download drops, yeah. Now coming back to the first security checkpoint, we can see in here is the garage, we've got the presidential limo, we've got some server security bureau cars right there, and over here we have 3 presidential guard cars, which are supposed to be kind of like the Secret Service, and I think this logo looks pretty cool that I designed, but anyway, and then we've got a nice Formula 1 racing car for me to sit in and, I don't know, go very fast. Alright, now if we leave the garage, there is a fun room right around the corner here, and this is actually the disco room. It's got some nice parrots, it's got some cake, burgers, seating, and of course the disco floor. So if we just pop in a disc, you got a nice disco floor, and it's just a vibe, it's just a fun room. But that is about it for the first floor, so we come into the elevator room, we can take the elevator to the second floor. Now this floor is pretty uninteresting because all the rooms are about the same. So over here is the council chamber, which we worked on in a previous episode. but we have all these kind of like department offices here, and not all of them are done. Like this is going to be the Department of Building, but there's nothing really decorated inside. And of course there's going to be some other ones, like I believe this is like a resource management, so this is kind of like supposed to be like file cabinets and people managing resources, whatever that means. And then this is supposed to be like transportation, you know, this could be maybe like control for rail lines once I get those running. And then we have kind of like a air traffic control thing. There's gonna be maps in here eventually. I've just been a little lazy, but that's kind of the Department of Transportation. If we come out here to the next one, that's the stairs. This room over here is the Department of Mining and Environment. So we've got some kind of like mining blocks, you got some treasure maps, and some nature. And that is about it for those department offices. The rest of them are pretty much empty, but of course we can't forget the lovely bar here. After a long day of work, you can come and drink some potions. And if you come over here, here is the nether portal that I finally constructed, so I no longer have to fly to Tater Tot's base all the way over there every time I want to go to the nether, and it's all hooked up to the nether roof, which is very nice and very convenient. But that is about it for the second floor. You know, the west wing is over there, we've all seen that already. But if we come on up to the third floor here, you can see there's not a whole lot. This is definitely not very finished. This whole area I don't even know what I'm going to do with. So yeah, not much really in the east side, but if we come over to the west side, and you can actually see right here is the entrance to the dome. So if we pop up here, I've built a little kind of waiting area if you want to meet the president of here in the dome, and there's kind of like a secretary desk or whatever. And here is supposed to be maybe the vice president's area, and this is kind of a sad makeshift bedroom that I didn't really know what to do with the space, so that's what it is. But if you come up here, this links up to the trophy room, which links up to the office of the president, which is very nice, and it's got a nice view of the server. Back down here on the third floor, if we walk over here, you will see there's a little bit more built. I have some mass storage here with another secure, very impenetrable keypad that only I can press, only I can enter that one. But this is just supposed to be bulk storage. There's pretty much just like grass, and then I believe the next row down here is dirt, and that's stone. And you can kind of see there's more layouts here. This is going to be a larger storage area for other stuff, because right now I'm running out of storage. So this is going to be my new storage area. Alright, but other than that, that is about it for the third floor, so I think that is the Capitol tour completed, so we can check that off of the to-do list right there. And now we got to talk about plans going forward. Alright, so for future plans, there's kind of 4 main areas that I'd like to work on. First is this front area here, and although it looks very nice with the cherry trees and all, I need to add some lighting, because when it's night, there are so many mobs here, it is actually a major safety hazard. So I gotta add some lights, maybe add some statues, and eventually maybe add a bridge connecting this area to this area. And that would require a lot of terraforming here, so I'll be kind of working on that. Alright, now looking at the back here, there's not really that much, and I kind of want to change that. I want to make the back kind of look like the front. Add some cherry trees, maybe add one big reflecting pool, and then I want to add some statues back here, decorate it, make it look nice, maybe add some flowers and bushes, and just make it look not like a barren wasteland like it currently is. And then third, I want to work on this giant mountain that is currently right up against the east side of the building, because it looks quite bad from the inside and the outside. So this is all going to be grass and all terraformed very nicely. So that'll be a big project I'll just be kind of working on here and there. And of course the inside, as you saw from the tour, there were a lot of unfinished rooms, so I'll be working on that. And that's just about it for future plans for the base. And besides the Capitol building, there are other projects that I'd like to work on, like a rail system that connects the entire island together, or an Arctic station in the snow, or a submarine in the ocean around the island. And those are just to name a few. I have a ton of other ideas, but that's about it for plans going forward. So I think we can check that off the list, which leaves the final item. Hooray! And conveniently, I actually am hungry right now, so I will just take this. We can take one last look at the uncompleted achievement, and nice. And with that, I have now 100% completed the game, every single achievement, even the hidden ones, and especially how did we get here. But unfortunately, I think that is all the time we have for today's video, and this is probably going to be the last video for a little while, because I will be going off to college. But if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, and if you really enjoyed it, be sure to subscribe. And I will see you all in another video. See ya!